Portable chargers are exploding on airplanes. Multiple incidents involving power banks catching fire mid-flight have forced airlines to completely rewrite their carry-on rules for 2025. What used to be simple electronics are now considered potential fire hazards that could endanger entire flights. The changes aren't just happening overseas anymore. After several dangerous thermal runaway events, airlines worldwide are updating their policies on lithium-ion batteries, power bank storage locations, and banned items lists. Travelers heading out this year need to know these updated restrictions before reaching the airport. Getting caught unprepared could mean losing expensive electronics, facing security delays, or even being denied boarding. These new safety measures are designed to prevent in-flight emergencies, but only work when passengers understand and follow the updated guidelines correctly. Number 1. The power bank revolution. The term thermal runaway sounds technical, but its effects are devastating. When lithium-ion batteries overheat, they create a chain reaction that can lead to fire, toxic smoke, and even explosions. This exact scenario unfolded during an Air Busan flight when passengers' portable chargers began combusting in the cabin. The incident wasn't isolated. Similar battery fires have occurred on multiple airlines, creating panic among passengers and crew members who were unprepared for such emergencies. These frightening events prompted immediate action from aviation authorities. Asian Airlines led the charge, implementing the first major restriction. Passengers can no longer use power banks to charge their devices during flight. The rule seems simple, but it represents a fundamental shift in how airlines view these common travel accessories. Previously considered harmless convenience items, power banks are now classified as potential fire hazards requiring special handling procedures. Understanding why this ban exists helps travelers accept the inconvenience. When phones and tablets overheat during charging, something most people have experienced, the risk multiplies dramatically in an enclosed aircraft cabin. Unlike home situations where overheating devices can be quickly unplugged and cooled down, airplane passengers have limited options for managing electronic emergencies. Flight crews are trained to handle lithium battery fires, but prevention remains the safest strategy for everyone aboard. Number 2. Storage location changes. The second major rule change affects where power banks can be stored during flights. Several Asian airlines now prohibit passengers from placing portable chargers in overhead bins or carry-on luggage stored above seats. Instead, these devices must remain in personal items that stay under the seat directly in front of each passenger throughout the flight. This storage requirement serves multiple safety purposes. First, keeping power banks within arm's reach allows passengers to monitor their devices for signs of overheating, swelling, or other warning indicators. Second, if a battery emergency occurs, flight attendants can respond more quickly when the device is easily accessible rather than buried in overhead compartments. Finally, the underseat location provides better temperature control compared to overhead bins, which can become significantly warmer during flight. The practical implications extend beyond safety considerations. Travelers accustomed to storing electronics in larger carry-on bags must now ensure their personal items have adequate space and organization for power banks. This means rethinking packing strategies, especially for passengers who typically travel with minimal underseat storage. The rule also affects travelers who prefer keeping valuable electronics in overhead bins for security reasons. Airlines implementing these restrictions provide clear guidance during boarding announcements, but passengers should prepare in advance. Checking airline-specific policies before travel helps avoid last-minute repacking situations at the gate, where time and space constraints make reorganization particularly stressful for travelers and fellow passengers. Number 3. Smart Traveler Guidelines. Choosing the right power bank has become more critical than ever for safe air travel. The Federal Aviation Administration maintains strict limits on lithium-ion battery capacity, allowing only devices with 100 watt-hours or less in aircraft cabins. Most standard power banks fall within this range, but travelers should verify specifications before purchasing or packing these devices for trips. Heat generation during charging presents the primary safety concern with portable batteries. Quality manufacturers like Anker design their products with temperature regulation features that prevent dangerous overheating. Cheaper unbranded power banks often lack these safety mechanisms, making them more likely to experience thermal runaway events. Investing in reputable brands costs more initially, but provides better safety margins and longer device lifespan. Capacity considerations have evolved beyond simple charging needs. While 20,000 mAh power banks offer extended charging capability, they also generate more heat and weigh significantly more than smaller alternatives. For air travel, 10,000 mAh units provide sufficient power for most flights while reducing thermal risks and baggage weight. Additionally, smaller power banks are easier to monitor for warning signs during flight. Recognition of danger signals can prevent emergencies before they escalate. Passengers should immediately disconnect and report power banks that become extremely hot. Flight attendants carry specialized equipment for handling lithium battery emergencies, but early intervention prevents situations from becoming critical. Temperature management extends beyond device selection to usage patterns. Avoiding charging devices when they're already warm, limiting simultaneous charging of multiple items, and allowing cooling periods between uses all contribute to safer power bank operation during travel. Number 4. Banned items update. Beyond power bank restrictions, airlines have expanded their prohibited items lists to include several substances that pose fire or safety risks. High-proof alcohol exceeding 140 proof cannot be packed in either carry-on or checked luggage due to its extreme flammability. This restriction affects travelers who collect rare spirits or bring specialty alcohol as gifts, requiring alternative shipping arrangements for these items. Bear spray joins the completely banned category for both cabin and cargo areas. Unlike standard pepper spray, which faces restrictions but isn't entirely prohibited, Bear spray's concentrated formula and pressurized delivery system create unacceptable risks in aircraft environments. The potent chemicals could incapacitate crew members or passengers if accidentally discharged, compromising flight safety and emergency response capabilities. Pool and spa chlorine products face universal bans due to their corrosive and toxic properties. These chemicals can react with other substances in luggage, create dangerous fumes, or cause severe burns if containers leak during transport. Travelers planning pool maintenance at vacation destinations must purchase these products locally rather than transporting them by air. The reasoning behind these specific prohibitions reflects lessons learned from various incidents and security assessments. Each banned item represents a category of risk that airlines and aviation authorities have determined cannot be adequately managed through existing safety protocols. Unlike restricted items that can be packed with special procedures, these substances pose unacceptable dangers regardless of packaging or handling methods. Understanding these complete prohibitions helps travelers avoid confiscation and potential legal issues. Security personnel have no discretion regarding banned items. They must be surrendered regardless of their cost, sentimental value, or intended use at the destination. Number 5. Resources and tools. 2 essential websites provide comprehensive guidance for travelers navigating updated carry-on regulations. The TSA.gov website features a What Can I Bring search tool that allows passengers to check specific items before packing. This resource covers both carry-on and checked baggage restrictions, providing definitive answers about questionable items. The medical equipment section offers specialized guidance for travelers with health-related devices and medications. Individual airline websites contain detailed lithium battery policies that supplement general TSA guidelines. Searching for lithium-ion battery plus the airline name reveals specific procedures, restrictions, and recommendations for each carrier. Some airlines provide more stringent rules than federal minimums, making carrier-specific research essential for avoiding surprises at check-in or security checkpoints. The What Can I Bring tool updates regularly to reflect changing regulations and emerging safety concerns. Travelers should verify information close to their departure dates, as rules can change between booking and travel. The tool also provides context for restrictions, helping passengers understand the reasoning behind various prohibitions and limitations. Medical equipment guidelines deserve special attention from travelers with health conditions requiring electronic devices. CPAP machines, insulin pumps, and other medical electronics have specific procedures for security screening and in-flight use. The TSA medical section outlines documentation requirements, screening processes, and accommodation procedures for various health-related travel needs. Airline customer service departments can clarify complex situations involving multiple restrictions or unusual items. When website information seems unclear or contradictory, direct communication with airline representatives ensures accurate guidance for specific travel scenarios. Documentation of these conversations can prove helpful if questions arise during actual travel. These new travel rules might seem overwhelming, but being informed makes all the difference between smooth sailing and airport nightmares. Knowledge is the best travel companion anyone can have. If this information helped prepare for upcoming trips, hitting the like button lets others discover these crucial safety updates too. Share this video with friends and family members who travel frequently. They'll thank you for the heads up before their next flight. Travel rules change constantly, and staying updated protects everyone involved. Drop a comment about any confusing travel experiences or questions about these new regulations. Fellow travelers often share helpful tips and personal experiences that benefit the entire community. Subscribe to stay informed about future travel updates, airport security changes, and safety developments that affect millions of passengers worldwide. Safe travels, and remember, preparation prevents problems.